Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of DarkMatch. Thank you for joining us on the last episode of the year, and we've had some good times this year, haven't we? Yeah, good times.
I'll say yes.
As always, I am your foxy friend Backlash. Joining me tonight are...
I'm Magpie, and clever thing here.
Oh, come on, Magpie. I'm Christopher Says, and I'll be your Iron Sheik tweet reader tonight. Kevin Hart like the Bret Hart, but if I want, I can beat the fucking shit out of Kevin Hart, make him cry like the Virgil. Still, I love him.
That sounded like 1% Middle Eastern.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Kids, this is what happens when you don't pay attention when not it is called.
Bret Hart apparently has a black midget for a cousin.
The Hart family is really, really, really a long gene pool, isn't it?
Yeah. A long, complicated gene pool.
Hey, speaking of long and complicated.
Oh, goody.
Oh, wait, that wasn't a good segue.
No. This is actually I'd say quite a simple Raw with like a very...
No, yes it was. We start Raw with a complicated Christmas Carol.
Yeah, we're not going to go through all the lines, but they released this online prior to the airing of this Raw. A lot of comedy featuring the vocals of Brodus Clay, AJ Lee, Daniel Bryan, Kane, Big Show, Ryback, CM Punk, Sheamus, Vicky. Everyone you can think
Dasher,
of.
Prancer, Vixen.
Yeah. Interspersed by like an animated segment where this nubby-looking CM Punk is trying to light a tree, and Cena buries him under snow, lights it himself.
Is that a metaphor for something?
No.
Hmm.
I'm not even gonna go there.
This might actually be one of the weirdest openings of Raw I've ever seen.
Totally.
Yeah. But these days, as we know, it's inappropriate to have knee-jerk reactions to things.
Oh, yeah.
But nonetheless, we start off the show as Santa Claus himself is coming down to the ring. He's about
Santa Claus. Why does he keep going to Raw?
Oh, yeah.
Good things don't happen to Santa when he goes to Raw.
Either that, or he could be evil Balls Mahoney. But that was years ago.
Santa costume.
Santa's delivering gifts to all the children, like giving good cheer when Alberto Del Rio comes down in his latest car and runs him the fuck over.
You know, honestly, I'm just glad. I'm like, oh, thank God it wasn't a black man that almost killed Santa. Whew. Oh, that would have been some bad PR.
Yeah. He'll move, not in the least.
Yeah, they play it like it's an accident, don't they?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah.
Del Rio's quite regretful. Ricardo is as Tifa's put it so many times, he was dry heaving. He just couldn't take the news.
Dude, he was like the moms that find out their kids get shot in the gang movies. Like, my baby, ah! That was Ricardo when he saw Santa. Yeah, Ricky.
But nonetheless, Santa is stretchered out and in front of the crowd, in front of Del Rio and Ricardo, in front of everyone else, including Booker, he gives the thumbs up.
Yeah, this is going to take a big chunk out of the show.
Yep. And there was a "You Killed Santa" chant, if I remember correctly. Oh, boy. So we cut back to this, and we get to a oh, no, we don't. We get back to the situation on Santa.
And Booker essentially puts that Santa is down for the count, and unfortunately,
this is literally going to end with... the first thing I started thinking was this is going to end with everyone saying, if you believe in Santa Claus, clap your hands.
Oh my God, me too.
Thankfully, it didn't happen that way. But nonetheless, Santa's in a coma.
And Booker T calls upon another childhood hero to save the day. John Cena is summoned forward to fight for Christmas.
Yes, he and the rest of the locker room essentially confront Del Rio, are pissed off at him, yell at him, and they confront him. Booker T says, like, oh, Santa's last words were that John Cena and Alberto Del Rio are going to have a match. A miracle on 34th Street fight.
I forget, is that actually a thing, or is that just a name they're doing?
Name they're doing.
Oh. Because I swear, I've heard a match called that before, and I thought it was like... I don't know. I think I just went to like the Randy Orton Wade Barrett street fight that happened last year at Christmas time, where they were hitting each other with Christmas trees.
Well, I believe ECW also had a pay-per-view called Massacre on 34th Street. Something along those.
Santa asked for a street fight because he's just known for his vindictiveness and.
Well, yeah. Well, that's also a bit of foreshadowing. But I
was also thinking as I was watching this transpire, how come WWE just didn't pay a bunch of animators to make this a Christmas special? This John Cena Saves Christmas? Who wouldn't have bought that?
That would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, but
yes.
Vince would have to pay a completely new department of people.
Screw that. We'll have my wrestlers draw it.
Not to completely swamp us with footage of injuries. Cody Rhodes' injury from that main event a month ago is shown, like where Kane basically dropped him on his shoulder. Could have been much worse. Could have dropped him on his neck. But that leads us to the next match. Cody versus Kane. Good match. And actually,
I'm glad that when they split up the tag team champions, they give them something to do. It's not just like, okay, you guys work well as a tag team and we want to feature you as that, but individually, you both gas, so we're going to have to feature you there too. It gives a chance for both Daniel Bryan and Kane to get over on their own skills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And Cody, for his part, is actually kind of working the match in a way of like, oh, I'm going to give you a taste of your own medicine, and he tries to work on Kane's, I forgot whether it was right or left arm. That was the psychology match.
That's what I always liked about Cody Rhodes. He's very methodical, and also Booker T said it really best. He doesn't give you room to breathe. He's always on you. And you couple that with, like, I'm pissed off at this dude for injuring me, it shows for great in-ring storytelling.
Yep. And not only that, but throughout the match, he tries to loosen turnbuckle pads to, like, really bring the damage to him.
I don't give a fuck if the ref's watching. I'm going to loosen this. Yeah, what?
Too bad it backfires, and Kane sends him in there and then chokeslams him for the win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad match.
Oh, and
yeah. Good little
and Chris,
start us off.
Remember when you said you don't want to see footage of injuries? We're going to see Santa get hit by the car a couple more times before the end of the night.
Oh, yeah.
I wish I would have counted. It's like, if we haven't made you kids at home watching sad enough as already is, here's another clip of Santa getting hit by a car. Back and to the left. Back and to the left. Back and to the left.
Alberto Del Rio may not be the lone driver. Someone's sitting over in the grassy crowd.
Watch, Vince was driving the whole time, and Ricardo and Alberto were in the back. Oh shit, guys, take the heat for this one, please. I cannot deal with this. Come on.
Yeah.
Now, damn it, get here.
But our next match after that is a surprisingly good Divas contest, a mixed match with all the Divas, good and bad, skilled and unskilled, and they all get to show their
entire
stuff.
roster.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, sure, there's some people in NXT that we didn't get to see, but like,
God, there's 8 Divas.
Yeah, and they all did something very good.
Like even Oksana.
Even Oksana. I forgot whether it was Oksana or Rosa Mendez who did a grounded straitjacket choke. But nonetheless,
Rosa.
Tamina hits a great Simone drop. I believe Layla hit some good looking kicks.
Wait, it's worth noting Alicia Fox and Natalya are faces now. That's news to me.
Oh no, yeah, Natalya's. I mean, she's been faced since they started showing her getting interested in Khali for whatever reason. And Alicia,
You know what they say about freakish giants? they have a lot of medical insurance and a cash out when they die.
Yeah, I guess so. But as far as Alicia Fox is concerned, she's just like a heel face revolving door, so I can't really comment beyond that.
She's whatever the intended purpose needs for tonight. You go be a heel. Be a face. Go be a heel. I'm
Yeah,
gonna call her the intended purpose diva.
no one's the wiser except
Huh.
us. We're all smarter than everyone, including our audience.
Especially our audience.
Yes,
And we just lost fans.
all two of them. But
We don't have fans, Magpie.
Sure you do. I get letters all the time. I love you, the magnets.
but yeah, we have a bunch of different intercut pre-tape footage of Dolph Ziggler and AJ sitting together in like in front of a fireplace in a Christmas.
Or as I call it, Christmas with Dolph.
And AJ, be fair.
Yeah. Although I would have liked to call it Christmas with Dolph, where it would just start off with him. He's like Nat King Cole. Oh, hi. I didn't know you came in. Welcome. We're having a great night today. I'm here with my favorite lady, AJ Lee. We're gonna be singing the old Christmas classics and gather up by the fire. We're gonna remember Christmas. Have some chestnuts. Have some scotch. And now enjoy the musical stylings of Bing Crosby. Dude, Dolph's cool enough he could pull that off.
Yeah. What they do actually do is watch what they consider their favorite Christmas movie, and it's footage of AJ pushing Cena off the ladder, after which Ziggler kicks the hell out of him.
Hmm.
And then afterwards they go eat at the Chinese food place.
Now I seem to recall them eating each other's mouths, but
I'm trying
nonetheless,
to find the joke here. I know one of you made a joke. I'm not sure what.
I made a Christmas story joke. I don't know what Chris was going for.
which is a really bad comparison, but they are very good trolls.
Mm-hmm. Sniveling and evil.
Yep. We have a Santa update with Matt Stryker.
Yeah, get used to this, people.
He tried to play it off like he was in Baghdad looking over wounded civilians.
That's Michael Cole's deal. But yes, our next gimmick match is Big Show versus Sheamus in a lumberjack frost match.
You know, if they
Oh,
wanted to
God.
stay true to the name, they should have given the Lumberjacks fire extinguishers.
That'd have been cool. But I don't know if it was because I had food poisoning that night and I was just like in very, very bad condition, just hunched over watching the show. But this match felt like it went on for 4 years.
Oh, I
It
have food
really, it
poisoning
really
every day.
did.
Yeah, I mean, Sheamus kind of seems like he's a great wrestler, but he seems like the kind of guy that you got to switch up his opponents, because like if a feud goes on too long, then like most of the good graces from some of his original matches are lost when they repeat it.
Well, they've got nobody in rotation for the world heavyweight title right now, aside from Ziggler, who has money in the bank. So booking him in that match isn't going to make a lot of sense.
Yeah, and well, don't even remind me. The last time he tried to piss, excuse me, the last time he tried to cash it in really pissed me off.
Oh, God, that ruined the night.
But yeah, and I noticed that for a good portion of this match, those lumberjack thrusts didn't really come into play too often. Like it took about like 8 minutes for I believe Sheamus to spill out to the floor, and like three-man band starts.
Three mediocre butt plugs, Chris.
Well, that's kind of the point, and in that way it works. But nonetheless, I mean, it happens more often later on. Like Tensai fucks with Sheamus, and like once again, Sheamus and Show go back and forth until Sheamus ducks a knockout punch and hits him with a bro kick for the win. But overall, I don't think that this was my favorite match of the night.
It was my favorite Sheamus and Big Show match. Now I'm sick of these two fighting.
I like the second one more.
Hmm.
in more ways than one. I like Sheamus and Joe's second match, and I like the second match of the night, which was in fact the Divas match.
That's true.
But yeah, Sheamus winning this match would lead to a very pretty boring exchange on SmackDown.
Yeah, but we'll get to that when we get to SmackDown. Up
We move
next.
on.
Yeah, up next. Fucking David Otunga. He's still a thing.
Yeah, just the thing.
Ugh.
I don't know what to say about him. I mean, he's just a thing.
Well, he's a harbinger of something positive. Fucking finally, Zack Ryder gets what I think is his only win of the year. Oh wait, he won a battle royal to become like SmackDown GM for a day.
Well, no, he's had a couple wins. None of them really important. But yeah, he won this match. And how much you want to bet that was his Christmas gift?
Yeah. Well,
Crap.
no, his Christmas gift was appearing on television.
I think
The
he's.
icing on the stocking stuffer was winning a match.
Jeez, I think he would rather have the Star Wars pajamas at this point.
Yeah,
But then again,
the
but then again,
was going over David Otunga.
yeah, would you want to lose to David Otunga, even if
Ugh.
it's no? I think that's lower than losing to Khali.
But
The broski wins.
yes. Oh, Zack Ryder, how the mediocre have fallen. But we have Booker in the office of Teddy Long, and they get it interrupted by Brad Maddox.
Why
This
is he
motherfucker
still a
again.
thing?
Because
Cripple motherfucker trying to come in here and interrupt a conversation with Booker. Ah,
because I don't know. I mean, I like Brad Maddox
why the fuck do you like Brad Maddox?
because I think
Hey, Teddy Long's asking you a question.
because I said I think he's very good at being smarmy,
Smarmy.
and he
That
sells.
motherfucker looks smarmy because he'd probably be the guy who would be trying to wiggle his way out when he's being made someone's bitch in prison.
It's true, and also he sells really well.
Yeah, be
I
like,
mean, if that
fuck
means
him.
if that means
Damn
he sells
looking motherfucker.
I mean, if that means he sells being fucked in the ass, then fine. But this is PG, remember?
I don't
Nonetheless,
give a shit about Brad Maddox. He's a crappy wrestler. That's all I need to know.
I think that the jury's out on that. I do think he does his job well, which is sell to much more high profile guys. He's given another chance. He promises that it'll be great television.
Yeah. Has that ever been the case?
Uh, it's been decent television. What do you expect?
Bring someone else from FCW who's better?
Well, yeah, I
I don't
suppose
know.
I could give you that. Um, Match number 5 features Miz and Kofi versus Antonio Cesaro and Wade Barrett.
I gotta say, this face turn of Miz is just baffling.
I'm glad it's just falling on its face.
Well, I discussed it. Like we all discussed it during the call for the show. Like some people like it, some people don't like it.
It just confuses me.
Yeah. Well, Miz is pretty much acts the exact same way. Like he hasn't changed as a character in terms of like his transition from heel to face. And the fact of the matter is, like, Miz is starting to get like a lot of hate from many people, and I could kind of see where they're coming from. Like, although enjoy Miz's promos, like I don't find his matches all that memorable.
I've said it thousands of times in this show. I'll say it again. The dude never expands his move set. That dude needs to be told exactly what to do in a match in order to just like have a good match. If you get him, that dude on his own can't call a match. Remember that shit he took with Otunga? Yeah, you got two dudes that don't know how to call a match. You're gonna get crap like that. Miz never really expanded upon his moveset, nor was ever like a push to be told to do so. The guy can put forth the effort, he just never fucking did.
I do not remember that Miz versus Otunga match, by the way.
Good. It's absolutely awful. The crowd shitted on it.
Oh, well, I suppose it's consequential. But Kofi, the faces win with Kofi hitting the Trouble in Paradise, and Miz hitting the skull crushing finale. Um, Cesaro. What's your guys' thoughts on Cesaro? I mean, I love Claudio Castagnoli, but
I'm absolutely cool with the dude.
No, he's
Other
good.
than the usual,
I'm liking him.
other than like the usual sentiment about, well, he's doing the anti-American thing. I think once he gets off of that kick and does something else, and then he can really come into his own. But for the most part, the guy's an effective wrestler, and it's awesome. And
oh yeah,
he has everything that WWE likes in guys.
the
It just
match
so happens like he has that big look, but he also can do a lot of moves and really can work with anyone.
absolutely. The matches are great. I think the two problems are he's not over with the crowd enough, and
He's starting to get there in some sense, but he's not really. It's the character thing.
like I'll just call a spade a spade. Like he's really not getting much of a reaction.
His
And
promo skills are.
yeah, Castagnoli has never been that as at least as good as other people like Hero or whatever. But and also I don't like his finish. It's kind of like
Neutralizer is a better transition move. If anything, he should just do the. Granted, he can't do that to everybody, but he can do the. There are most people he can do the pop up European uppercut. That's a finisher right
not even
there.
he was fucking Alpamari water slide. He sure as hell could do it to Sheamus.
That too.
Like I mean, considering most of the people, especially with this title, he's going to be mostly wrestling smaller wrestlers. It'd be effective, but
Or the UFO spin. That's a safe WWE move, but you know things come in time. So the more he'll work around, he'll probably be able to uh, move that into his set. But for right now, no, we just got to settle with what we got.
and also
And I think it's good.
and also, I guess I'm kind of getting into this and sort of tangenting off because this is the end of the year show. But also, Wade Barrett. What are your guys' thoughts on his return and like him in general?
Fuck him. I don't care about Wade Barrett. The guy's done nothing to interest me.
I love Wade Barrett. I think the guy's promo skills great. I wish he would have just came back instead of being having to be rebuilt and just would have gotten in instantly into a program with someone or fucking attack Sheamus.
Yeah, his promo skills are tip top. He's getting better at his spots, but like there's something that leaves like I feel like they've been packaging him all wrong. Like since his return, since he's been getting all these vignettes, like the only thing that they really hype is his new move. I don't know. There's quite a few problems, I suppose. Another Dolph and AJ segment.
Welcome back to Dolph's Christmas special. We just finished making gingerbread men, and now we'd like to tell you a story about the season.
Yep. We have AJ in a bathrobe, like doing the whole like, oh, is she gonna strip and
Goodbye, horses.
Oh God, I don't even want to think about that on the female side of things. But the implications of that are a little bit scary for me. But as it turns out, she's wearing a sort of her own modified version of Dolph Ziggler's shirt. As Ziggler mentions, he did indeed steal the show and John Cena's girlfriend.
We'll be right back.
Following this, we get more of the Santa nonsense. By the way, if I was a little kid, I'd be pretty horrified right now.
Yeah.
In fact, I took special notice that whenever they panned across the crowd, I could see a few children crying.
Stupid children.
I mean, I know this is going to have a good payoff, but goddamn, you're scarring your goddamn audience.
I know. How come they can't beat up that? How come they can't beat up that freak with the big red nose?
That reminds me of the time when children were they were supposed to be going to a screening of I forgot what it was, but they ended up seeing Paranormal Activity 4 instead. And like the very first footage was of body being hurled at the screen. Fuck children. Let them be traumatized.
Well, still, it's Christmas, man. You're just like, oh great, there goes my gift. Yeah, new skateboard. Not getting it now. Fuck, Santa's dead.
Nintendo 64. Sorry, I had to say that.
Hey, let's watch Brad Maddox get the shit kicked out of him by Kali.
Yes, I
This is
forgot
the
to mention
one
that.
time I almost cheered for Kali, but I was like, no, I know what they're trying to do. No, I'm going to sit here and just look unhappy. No, fuck that. I'm going to watch The Cosby Show. Yes, this is exactly what I changed the channel and started watching The Cosby Show. I'm dead serious. Now I remember. It was that episode where Theo and Camille leave and he's left with the girls.
Hmm.
Oh no. It was the one where Theo was trying to talk about girls with his homeboys at the house. And meanwhile, Dr. Huxtable was talking to his wife who was going on a trip, which was Camille, and the actress who's playing Camille had to hide her baby bump, so the entire season her bump was blocked off.
You know, people say a lot about shows like Breaking Bad and The Wire and Dexter, but it's clear to me which era of shows were much more complex.
Surely, the Cosbys.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey, do you want to talk about the Cosby Show backlash, or you want to talk about Brad Maddox?
Good point. I'm just amused by this whole thing.
You know what I think is a greater milestone in television than The Cosby Show?
What?
Brad Maddox.
You remember that time Sherman Hensley bitch slapped Archie Bunker?
Hey, does anyone remember the show Bill Cosby had after the Cosby Show?
Oh yeah, the one where he's a completely different person and he lived in like Queens.
Yeah, I like that
It'd
show.
say the darndest things.
No, it was like a
was-
sequel show.
It wasn't a different world, but it was like Cosby's own show.
And it was
Fuck,
just
what
like
was the name of that show?
it was just called Cosby.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this up. Somebody take over.
All right. Collie wins. And let's talk no more about that.
Fine.
And up next, we have CM Punk. It's always good.
Yeah, I mean, always love hearing CM Punk. He cuts the same promo he's been cutting since he got injured. Not much he could do, but like his poise is as good as it's always been. His braggadocio as good as it's always been. Punk says that Ryback ruined Christmas, but not only Christmas. Turns to Paul Heyman. Ryback ruined Hanukkah.
Ryback ruins everything.
Yeah, I thought
Was
that
it the
was
Cosby
WCW.
Mystery? Was it the Cosby Mysteries?
No, it was a sitcom.
That show had endless possibilities.
I know that Madeline Kahn was one of the supporting cast, and the show kept running right up
Wow.
until she died.
God damn, what was that called?
I swear, I seem to remember it just being called Cosby.
But yeah.
So
amid,
yeah, let's talk about CM Punk now.
Amid Punk getting cheap heat and insulting the crowd, tells him not to boo him, which usually a good way to get heat. He puts over his 400 consecutive days as champion, and before you know it, Ryback interrupts him and threatens to beat up a cripple.
Because Christmas.
Yeah.
Why not? That'll get Ryback over. He's gonna beat up crippled people.
We show Santa in the hospital. We show Cody Rhodes getting injured, and now we have a big muscular steroid-induced hungry man about to beat up a poor tattooed hope.
Although, to be fair, we did pop like hell when Stone Cold was threatening to beat the shit out of Bret Hart and he was in a wheelchair.
And McMahon when he had a bad leg.
Yeah, but we don't like Ryback, so fuck him. He shouldn't beat up crippled people.
Douche. But I mean, give credit where it's due. The whole Santa thing was really funny. Like they played it excellently, and of course, as Backlash mentioned, children got to suffer for it. So
Oh, it was Cosby. You're right, Backlash.
Fucking knew it.
But
Oh, what was that about Santa?
Magpie, you talk about the next match: Daniel Bryan versus Damian Sandow.
It was one of those matches where I've been noticing a trend where Daniel Bryan's been getting in singles matches and him on his own in single matches hasn't been winning. So going into this, I was afraid like, oh great, Kane's gonna win and Daniel Bryan's not gonna win, but he's still gonna be over. But that irritates the hell out of me because I'm just like, well, yeah, Daniel Bryan will still be over as a character, but he needs to kick ass in the ring. And sure enough, I'm glad he picked up the victory in this with the bell lock. And I liked how immediately he tried to just go for it first because it just shows he's just like, hey, man, I'm goofy, but I'll still fuck you up in this ring. And I know how to get this on you like that.
Yep. And I like Sandow's promise as a wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
Then
worked
again,
really
he's been
well
doing
with
this shit for
somebody.
fucking like 9 years.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
he did it. He held
Honestly,
his own against the
This is my
Cowboys.
favorite match of the night.
I think so, too.
We'll get to a couple of other fun ones, and no intervening segment between the next one, which is wow, heel faces versus heels. Pretty much all the lumberjack thrusts from that previous
It's
match.
the jobbers match. Just call it what it is.
Yeah, it's the
Hey, how
enhancement.
dare you insult a caliber athlete like, oh, it is a jobbers match.
Fuck no. But these are all good athletes. All of them. Stop coughing.
What? I got something stuck in my throat.
Usos are great. Tyson Kidd is a brilliant wrestler. Justin Gabriel, yeah. Brodus Clay was entertaining.
I'm not coughing to troll you. I swear to God, there's something in my throat.
God damn it. There was riveting action. Fast-paced brawls.
No, I'm agreeing with you. It's just I'm fucking coughing.
You're crying wolf in my eyes.
I'm not crying wolf.
The faces all hit a pretty damn good combination. It doesn't all depend on Santino's Cobra. Slater is about to do his stupid finish, but Gabriel does a lion salt from. Actually, it's not a lion salt. He hits a moonsault in the ring from the top rope, and Tyson Kidd hits a springboard elbow, and then Jey Uso with a superfly splash, and the faces win. Good fun. Uh-oh, Magpie. What happened to Magpie?
I don't know. What did happen to Magpie?
Did he die?
He might have. Magpie, are you dead? Yep, Magpie's dead. Okay, I guess we'll carry on.
Fault, folks. I was just talking about a match.
All right. Following this, we have Kane and Daniel Bryan backstage, and I was amused by this.
Oh, this was a great segment. Go on, man.
Well, Daniel Bryan's in a good mood because he won his match, finally, and Christmas is his favorite time of the year, and Kane says he doesn't like Christmas, but he got Daniel Bryan a present anyway, and he opens it, and it's a Slammy Award. Where did he get that? Did Kane win a Slammy this year?
I'm not sure that Kane won a Slammy, but my guess is he stole it.
Oh wow, my mic was muted the entire time.
He's alive, people.
Yeah, I had a coughing fit, which I muted my mic, and somebody didn't believe me. Urgh. Anyway, though, it's Kane.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he won the Grammy or not. The important thing is it's in his possession.
It's funny that you call it a Grammy because both the awards pretty much both mean the same thing.
They amount to the same thing. I mean,
Yeah.
World's Greatest Father has more merit as an actual award than those two.
I mean, it could like a Grammy's good for knocking a guy unconscious, but
You can stack toilet paper on a Grammy, and it's,
no, you can't. It's useless for that shit. You could stack a Grammy on top of toilet paper.
you can make a Grammy a paperweight.
Nah, it's too big, and it has this wooden base that's completely useless.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You
But
could make piss in half in it a little, but oh man, Kane getting the puppy is one of the.
oh yeah, Daniel Bryan gives him a puppy as a gift, to which Kane replies, "Man, I'm starving," which
Yeah.
freaks Daniel Bryan out, and he takes the puppy away. Were they implying that Kane was going to eat
Yes,
the puppy?
and I knew.
No, man. They were like, "Hey, dude, I just wanted to go to Denny's. Fuck." Get my dog back.
I so saw that line coming, and it was one of those. It wasn't predictable. It was satisfying. But nonetheless, we have our final AJ and Ziggler segment for the night.
All right, folks. So we had a good night on our Christmas special. We sang some songs. We baked some goods. We even had some friends stop by. Bing, Abel, Betty. But now we gotta say goodbye. So from me and my favorite lady, AJ, we just like to say, take it away, guys.
You were just a cavalcade of references, aren't you? A cornucopia.
Oh yeah.
Well done, sir.
Well, hey, what other high quality podcast where you get references to old 1950s Christmas specials?
Search me.
I don't care.
Yeah, appreciate the dark match, folks.
Santa Claus accident, Matt Stryker in the hospital. The heart rate monitor starts audibly beeping. I was like, oh shit, Taz jumped ship. Turns out I'm an idiot.
Oh my god. Taz was Santa all along.
Taz! Turns out I'm an idiot, and it's actually Santa's heart rate monitor, which starts playing Jingle Bells. For our final count 'em, ninth match of the night.
And the final match of WWE
and only the third
final
match of the night that was good.
Yeah, Ricardo comes out, and his performance is as good as Ricardo always is. I'm so sorry, Santa. Like she can't introduce Del Rio, and Cena and Del Rio proceed to have a really amusing street fight.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like on the caliber of the Laurinaitis street fight, which made me cackle, but this was pretty damn funny.
Oh no, Laurinaitis and Cena did get funny, but like,
oh yeah, I'm not saying that wasn't funny. I love that one.
This one was consistent.
Yeah.
They had pretty much they'd open up different presents in the ring, and if Cena got like a chair, Del Rio got like a useless like Christmas tree, like a Charlie Brown.
Cena got everything good.
Yeah. And the pinnacle of the night was when Del Rio opens a box, like being fed up with not getting the right thing, gets a teddy bear.
Dude, I just love that look on his face when he sells it. He's just like, before he pulls it out, I was like, God damn it. It's really? Really?
We need a gif of that.
But yeah, in earnest, throws the teddy bear straight at Cena. Cena sells it like anyone would sell a teddy bear. Well, except me. I'd fucking flinch.
Dude, oh my god! If I was Cena, I don't care what the back told me or like how I was told to do it. I just for like one night be like, I'm gonna sell this like death.
Yeah. Yeah. No. I mean,
no, like imagine like Cena gets hit with it. He's like, oh god. He just takes the best bump ever, and Del Rio's like, hey, fucking awesome. There must be a grenade in here. I mean, well, I'm gonna pit him, and then Cena just trips him in STFU. Are you fucking stupid?
I mean, granted, I will sound like a complete douchebag because I, like so many other people on the show, maybe Magpie is an exception, I've never taken a bump in my life. So say our podcast actually had a number of listeners akin to like the Wrestling Observer, a lot of people would hate us. A lot of people in the industry would hate us if we were at all famous. But god damn it, if I was John Cena, I would have fucking sold that like it was a goddamn chair shot to the head.
Oh hell yeah, dude!
That's how you get into the spirit. But that was the other logical option.
Oh yeah, which is still freaking hilarious. Where he's just like, "Well, I have it, so I might as well use it." Huh.
Yeah.
Life gives you lemons, right?
They brawl back to the ring. Ricardo tries to jump on Cena and like take him out.
He gets thrown off. He's like, "Hey, I didn't hurt Santa. I didn't hurt Santa."
And then Santa comes out.
Yeah. And Del Rio looks quite relieved, but
oh, thank God. Maybe I could still get those Nikes.
As we are about to find out in about 2 seconds, Santa pulls out a red sock.
No. First, Ricardo Rodriguez runs towards Santa up the ramp, and because Ricardo looks at Santa like Christ figure, and he's like, "You're back! You're not dead! You returned to smite our enemy, Cena!" And then Santa, being the vindictive prick that he's become, just hits him over the head with the bag.
Yeah.
Because, that jolly fat bastard's all about getting revenge.
Yes, and he does seem to have a strange propensity for hardcore matches. Puts a red sock in his hand, sticks it in Del Rio's mouth. It is, of course, the Santa fetishization man himself, Mick
Chris Kringle. Yep, Chris Kringle put on a sock and totally took it to Del Rio. Oh, good old Saint Nick.
Percy Pringle?
Chris Kringle.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm face palming so hard right now.
It could have been anybody else.
John Cena wins with an attitude adjustment. Raw ends. The end.
Did anyone else notice that Santa was a huge Cactus Jack fan?
What a coincidence!
I know. I think Mick Foley must be back at his home with his family and like, hey, man, awesome. Chris Kringle used my move. Well, I'm cool with that.
Magpie.
Let me dream, damn it!
Santa does
Don't
not
tell him. Don't tell.
appreciate things like that.
Hey,
Let's
he
talk about
died for
SmackDown.
his sins. He appreciates a good amount of vengeance every now and then.
SmackDown.
That was the
Yeah,
other guy.
let's talk about SmackDown.
And he likes everybody.
Oh my god, what's there to talk about? There's a fucking huge ass promo at the beginning. Oh dear God, someone else take this.
I don't want
Dude,
to. This took up like a fifth of the show.
Dude, after the 4-year-long match, and I'm already sick of these two. Something happened. Give me some closure. I want something new.
Oh,
Big Show's big.
bleh.
Sheamus likes to whoop ass. He
The
doesn't
whole-
want to defend his title. The
Wow.
Backstarter people stink. No, Big Show, that's you.
Why can't Sting just debut and make this show interesting? Because he's going to debut on Raw, that's why. But, whew. Yeah, this whole fucking promo is all about how Sheamus pinned Big Show on Monday, therefore he needs title match.
Good. I don't care.
Show
I'm
comes
done
out.
caring. I'm done caring about Sheamus versus Big Show.
Show
Yep,
comes
me
out,
too.
gets booed, tells the crowd not to boo him, gets a yes chant. Sheamus feeds off of that. Blah blah blah. Meh, 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 meh.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, I can. Wait, no, I can't. Booker T comes around. He says that, well, you're not defending your title. You're going to be in a match tonight.
What?
And in order to determine this, I'm going to have a tumbler full of different wrestlers' names.
Yeah, because random chance. That's how you want to pick your number one contender.
Oh, I don't really care. Right now, I'm just looking at a picture of Heidi Klum in a milkmaid outfit. Go on.
Can I
Seal
get
is
that
rolling
picture
in his
too? 'Cause
unmade
it sounds
grave.
better than SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
We waste time with this golden tumbler as Eve and Teddy fight over who gets to draw it. And I thought they
You
ended
crazy
this.
bitch, just let me roll it. No, stop fucking touching it. I can't even do Teddy. That's how non-invested I was in the SmackDown. Jesus.
Damn it.
They pick Santino.
The more you fat magpie, the more I'm going to mention Teddy Long.
They pick Santino.
Yep.
It's gonna be one of those SmackDowns, isn't it?
One of those.
Oh yeah. Santino's due. This is his time.
Yeah, Santino celebrates, does the trombone dance until he realizes that, yes, he is facing Big Show. Otherwise, why would he have this fucking drawing in the first place? I hate you, WWE. You ruined my life with this show. My life revolves around this kind of stuff. And you threw me into a deep depression because of this.
And now he'll just sit around in his house eating pot pies and watching obscure movies with us.
I don't watch pot pie. I eat pot pies.
Lies.
And to prove once again that this is one of those SmackDowns, our next match features not the team of Primo and Epico, but just Primo.
Oh, who is he gonna lose to this week?
Old Primo Colon versus.
Okay, let's get the wheel of guys who beat Primo and Epico in singles matches. We have Khali, Ryback, Brodus Clay,
Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay. Yeah,
And Khali again.
Brodus Clay wins with the splash. Rosa gets all up in Clay's face, and then Cameron and Naomi subdue her with a double split. Not bad.
I mean, double suplex.
Oh yeah, double
Double
suplex, and then they
suplex and a
split
double
on her.
split.
And then they do a split.
They give her a golden shower. Oh wait, no, sorry, my mind was going a mile a minute.
This isn't your
Wait, you said golden
fantasy
shower for your
world.
mom? You sick monkey.
Sheamus in a backstage segment, which is actually kind of amusing. Sheamus tries to teach Santino how to do the brogue kick. This is great, actually. Santino makes the greatest amount of effort and pulls his groin.
Okay, Santino.
Which is kind of weird considering that one of his main moves is doing a split.
Okay, Santino. Look,
Continuity.
I know you believe in the Cobra, and I tried the bro kick, but frankly, it's not going to work. Here, this is what they call a beanbag gun. They use these for riot forces. Just when Big Show gets close, hit him with this.
But
oh,
yeah.
did I mention you should hit him in the groin first, then head? Pesci style, baby.
Okay.
If I could sum up our next match with one point, it's WWE's whole policy of having nobody be losers and nobody be winners.
It's the everyone gets a trophy policy.
Yeah, essentially. It's we're gonna have a birthday party at the bowling alley and you all get trophies.
And we're gonna take out the gutters and we're gonna put blockers there so everyone can hit.
Fuck
every
you,
time.
I like that. I suck at bowling.
Oh, fuck you. It's bowling. You either suck or you do okay or you kick ass. There's no in between.
I suck. Give me those bumpers.
Look, play golf if you want to feel good at something that's not a sport.
Golf is fucking difficult, dude. I know from experience.
Did I say? Oh, I meant miniature golf.
You're thinking mini golf. But on that bombshell, sorry, No Leaf. Sorry, Top Gear. The match is Kofi, Daniel Bryan, and Kane versus Sandow, Cody Rhodes, and Wade Barrett. Because the heels lost all their matches on Raw, may as well give them a win on SmackDown. Just to make everything even. And
sure, why not?
the crowd just anticipates nothing. Yeah. And I'm sure that it was full of riveting action to steal one from Michael Cole. But I just couldn't really bring myself to pay attention to it.
No, you're exactly right. It's like if you make someone look bad on one show, you got to make them look good on the next show.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of look good, Santino doesn't get his match after all.
Yeah, they mentioned that they had to take Santino out because of his injured hamstring.
Didn't Big Show just slug the guy or something? At least it would have had a fucking story. You know, Big Show's a dick.
It was
That's
just
why he can't wrestle.
This match isn't going on because Santino being Santino.
That's
yeah.
stupid.
But Big Show's wee bit teary that Santino isn't able to wrestle.
But yeah, Teddy brings a show out and says he's got a new opponent for him, Ricardo.
Yes.
Okay, and this next scene
isn't
plays
going to
out.
happen either because Big Show just punches Ricardo.
Oh man, I was gonna say that.
He pretty much punches him into catatonia.
Yeah. But this next that whole scene just played out like. Did you guys ever see that movie Shane?
Unfortunately, no. I'm not really well versed.
Okay, well, There's a scene like the bad guy. One of the things he likes to do is he'll throw a gun at like an innocent person's feet, and he'd be like, "Pick up the gun."
Oh
It's
yeah,
like,
I know that via Bill Hicks.
yeah, exactly. It was just like that. Oh, you want to be the champion? Well, here's the belt. Take the belt. Now go ahead, announce yourself as a champion. Come on, do it. I don't want announce yourself as the champion. Uh,
Do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am the new world heavyweight champion. And yeah, Ricardo was knocked into a coma. Next thing.
Next thing, Zack Ryder versus Antonio Cesaro, and I guess because it's not Christmas anymore, Zack Ryder's not going to win.
It's Kwanzaa now, and you're not going to be thankful for your harvest.
Yep.
I ran out of Christmas jokes.
Short match, as Zack Ryder ones usually are, like, which is a shame. I get people have been sort of buzzing, especially on the Spoonie forums. Zack Ryder ain't always cracked up to be. Maybe there's a reason. I mean, it's true that the shows are mapped out very specifically, but maybe there's a reason why we don't see him in very long matches. Antonio Cesaro hits the neutralizer for the win.
That was a match.
You might have a point, but yeah,
And then
still kind of depressing.
It is depressing. Like, they could have. I mean, the wrestlers that have been on top and that have actually had belts aren't always the best wrestlers. And I mean, Zack Ryder was at least decent.
And he had he had a great feud with Dolph.
Yeah.
I think he could have had a kick-ass match with Antonio. Making for the belt. Yeah, he doesn't have to go over, but that would have been awesome.
Debatable, I suppose. But what they do is they hype Antonio Cesaro's inevitable match with the Great Khali, who won the chance
Why?
shot on. Easy come, easy go.
Why isn't that fucking giant selling peanuts in his native land? I'm sick of this
He's
fucking
a movie
asshole.
star in his native land.
I don't care. He should be doing something else other than here, whether it's sell peanuts or make movies.
Yep. But they all ponder whether or not Cesaro will be able to hit the neutralizer on Khali. Yeah, it'll happen. If they give him the title, then there's reason to be fucking pissed off at the company. But we have The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler as our next match, and of course Ziggler has Biggie Langston and AJ Lee in her corner.
This match was all right. I mean, if anyone can drag a good match out of Miz, it's Ziggler.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Although Chris and I were talking about this, like I said earlier in the show, you could see very much on display Miz's limited moveset. Like the most times in a Miz match, you'll just see, kick, punch, running into the ring with the clothesline, kick, punch, hammer, a sleeper hold. All right, Dolph Ziggler tells him exactly what he needs to do with the next couple of moves.
Good looking DDT.
Yeah, good looking DDT.
Reality check. But nonetheless,
and something else happens.
Miz did a belly back backdrop. Ziggler, of course, hits his. Oh, actually, this time he missed his name dropper, as he calls it.
The fuck's that?
It's the Famouser.
Oh yeah.
The great thing is, Biggie Langston doesn't interrupt in the way that people would think. There's no disqualification. He just goes up on the steps. Miz takes his eyes off the ball, and Ziggler hits the zigzag.
Yeah, he goes up on the step. Miz is like, and then zigzag. Yeah, I don't blame Miz. I'm not making fun of him, dude. That guy came up to me. I'd be scared too.
Yeah, we share a birthday, so there's a bit of kindredness between us. So, love you, Miz.
Who you share a birthday with?
Miz.
Huh? And you say you share a kindred?
Yeah.
Well, you're both very bitch-like in nature.
Oh. Yes.
Sorry, old boy. I couldn't resist.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Anyways, following the match, Miz just goes on taunting AJ, and Ziggler and Biggie, they jump in the ring and beat the shit out of him.
It's like, come on, we're gonna curb stomp this motherfucker.
Which by the way, um, talking about yourself like that, not a good face tactic. Why is he a face? Why is he a face? Seriously, somebody tell me.
I honestly think that like him insulting AJ even after he was beaten was like they're trying to do a face thing to do where he's like, I'm still gonna insult you even though I got my ass kicked, but it fell flat in that regard.
Well, see, here's the thing about Miz. I've heard people compare him to Chris Jericho as like in sort of like the level douchebag. So like if he becomes a face and generally doesn't really change his gimmick, which has happened, he could just continue saying the same things and just be a lovable douchebag. The thing is, Chris Jericho is so over the top and cartoony that like there's such a fine line.
Yeah, it's like you could tell a difference in the two, as opposed to where it's just like, well, he's still the same guy.
The results over here call Biggie Langston's move the big ending, but I keep on hearing it referred to by the commentators on the show as the sudden impact.
So Chris is right.
Well, he's new to the roster. They probably haven't decided on an actual name.
They say sudden impact repeatedly.
I don't know.
Wasn't that a John Claude Van Damme movie?
I think it is. It's some kind of early '90s martial arts action star movie.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, but like Booker and is inquiring about Ricardo and
Dude, Ricardo, straight up, he looked like he was trying to contact the caretaker to tell him that their father's gone crazy and he's trying to kill them in the hotel.
Goddamn.
And his hand's like,
But,
tell me he didn't. Tell me.
I don't know.
But yeah, this leads to more Brad Maddox shenanigans.
You guys talk about Brad Maddox. I'm going to read Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah,
But yeah,
Brad Maddox to
he
me.
basically comes in and whines for one last chance, and Booker's going to give it to him. And he gives the title shot to Alberto Del Rio.
Next world champion, by the way, Brad Maddox.
Oh God,
Emma Frost, you're such a valuable asset to the X-Men. I'm glad they added you.
After the commercial break, Brad Maddox is going to ringside, and he says the New Year's resolution is to become a WWE superstar. And everyone's resolution that he affords them is that they'll remember his name.
Wait, hold on. Do you hear that? Do you hear that? Do you hear it?
is it the sound of no one caring?
Yes.
Woohoo! I get it right. What do I win?
You can either have a choice between Chris's car keys, or you could take an unspecific amount out of Noli's bank account.
I'm gonna go for the bank account.
All right, Noli's bank account.
But don't you have a better job than him?
Oh yeah, fuck
Yeah.
Give me those car keys. I'm gonna fuck Chris's car up.
I have no car.
Damn it, Magpie! You tricked me.
And whose car keys are these?
They're yours.
I don't drive.
Brad
How
Maddox
did I
gets his
get
ass
these?
kicked by Sheamus.
How the fuck do you not drive in California?
Brad Maddox gets his ass kicked by Sheamus. Let's move on.
Jimmy and Jey Uso versus Darren Young and Titus O'Neil. This was a fuck. Goddamn, the Usos won, but it was a short ass match.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad the Usos are
hoping
starting to get steam.
I'm hoping this leads to the Usos doing something.
Yeah, they are a charismatic tag team, and despite not being on TV, their call and response actually works with the friggin' crowd.
Dude, I wanted those guys to get the title like 2 years ago.
Yeah, me too. When they were debuting, they weren't bad, but like, I mean, the Hart Dynasty was very good.
Oh yeah,
They fucking broke
dude,
up hell.
Tyson and Harry Smith. Oh, beautiful.
I mean,
If they ever get back together on the Indies, I'm fucking there.
Again, the Usos, good antagonists to him. Like there's a legacy to both teams. They didn't exploit that. Like they just had a couple of matches. Yeah. But yeah, we have a promo from the Shield. Business as usual.
Dude, Ambrose is awesome.
Yeah. Tyler Black is awesome. Wow, you just sounded like Lometer there.
Yeah, he's on him.
Ugh. All right.
Um,
Following
yeah.
this, we get the Shield reminding us that they still exist. That's
Which
really
is
all
good.
it is.
I mean, yeah, they pretty much say that 2013 is going to be the year for the Shield, and give all the superstars some rhetorical inquiries. Seth Rollins cuts in. Roman Reigns says something. In 2003, Justice lives.
2003.
13, excuse me.
Wow, they're going back to 2003.
Oh God, yeah, I was just about to friggin' graduate 8th grade again.
What an awful time.
Wait. Hang on. Doing math. Let's see. 5, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Chris, how old are you?
Um, is it 3?
2003. I was a sophomore in high school. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Anyways, Big Show interview. Um, Big Show just talks about the fact that he has to face Del Rio, and he's technically already beaten 2 opponents tonight, even if one was by a groin injury and the other was just by punching him in the face. And
Well, hey,
that's basically it.
If Daniel Bryan can have a whole career of a whole title reign of disqualifications and those counts as knocking off his opponents, then sure, why not? Big Show beat Santino.
I'll roll with it. But after the commercial, we go to the match, and I don't remember this match.
Yeah, me neither. Not much to say about this heavyweight title match.
Neither do I. Good night, everybody.
Alberto wins by Dick.
Yes. Big Show just throws a big dildo at him, and that's how he wins.
Oh, that's not mature at all. Nor is
It came out of nowhere. It just slapped him in the face.
Yeah, it was like in Jackass 3D. Which, by the way, the only thing where the 3D effect was fully utilized, in my opinion. But I have poor depth perception, so don't trust me.
But anyways, Del Rio goes for the armbar, but Big Show just shrugs him off and gets out of the ring, walks away. Ref counts him out, and then the entire locker room well, Sheamus comes up first, followed by the entire locker room, and they force him back into the ring, and they just kick the shit out of him.
Hate crime on the Big Show. Yay.
And victory? I don't know. It's weird.
It's over. That's a victory enough for us.
Yay!
Did you?
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Okay. So
A year gone. Holy shit.
I know
This is the last dark match of the year.
it's been a hell of a year.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a shitty SmackDown to end the year.
That's a disappointment right there, man.
Well, actually, I won't even say shitty. I'll just say I want WWE to have some like really embarrassingly bad shows, but they don't. They're just boring when they're bad.
Of course we want it to be hilariously bad. Then we have material to work with on the show.
I feel like we worked around it.
When wrestling is good, we have fun watching it. When it's bad, we have fun doing the show. When it's boring, it's painful.
Oh no, I have fun doing the show when it's good. It's just that like this hasn't been like unequivocally good. And like I'll fully admit, like if we had Tifus on the show, for instance, he would have been gushing over Raw, and like I would have been with him all the way. Like it was a fun as fuck Raw.
It was.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was. It really was. I just find a lot of it strange and weird and silly.
Like puberty.
Anyways, it's all HBK's fault, and I'll start. The many, many traumatized children who watched Raw is all HBK's fault.
Oh, you took that from me.
Sorry!
It's all HBK's fault. Christmas is almost ruined. For you see, he was the driver.
David Otunga continuing to appear on television is all HBK's fault. It's kind of boring, but
Yeah. SmackDown being uninteresting was all HBK's fault.
Me not getting Mega Blocks for Christmas 10 years ago is all HBK's fault. No, wait. Damn, I'm older than I
The fact
thought.
that I got a Kindle for Christmas and I can't think of a single book I won is all HBK's fault.
HBK raping me in prison is all HBK's fault.
That wasn't HBK. That was a dude named Slick Johnson, remember?
Me. It was me all along.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Yes, we're going to enjoy a brave new 2013.
Hang on,
What will lie ahead for DarkMatch?
We got to chill.
What will lie ahead?
We got to chill.
I know. I'm trying to stretch it out for you so you can get the plugs.
I have the plugs. Let me fucking do it. Or do you want to do it?
You do it. I'm not a whore for the corporate man.
Don't forget to subscribe to us on Blip TV or YouTube to keep up to date with all.
Wait, forget to. We want them to subscribe to
comment,
us.
and subscribe on this video. The more you do that, the more attention we get, and we can do more of these videos. Don't forget to give us a like over on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter at DarkMatch Wrestling. Also follow each of us individually on Twitter, except for Magpie because he has better things to do. You can also check us out on TRE Productions. They graciously host all of our shit. Plus lots of other great shit. We're also on RVT Entertainment in the community section. And last but not least, come talk with us on the Spoonie Experiment forums, where we will say shit.
And real quick.
Things to say.
All right, I'm
real quick.
Says, and,
oh, fuck you guys.
Check
out Armbar Critic. That guy's awesome. Armbar Critic. Look him up.
Yeah, and I'm Christopher Says, and this is my Amazon wish list. Get me shit.
I'm Magpie, and Backlash, read Strangers in the Strangeland. Stranger in Strangeland.
I probably will. Good night, good luck.
We love you!